So I left X Twitter. I left my account there. I guess deactivated is the technical term. And I just want to make this short video. I want to talk about why. I know some people at least, I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal in the big scheme of things for sure, but some people may be curious why looking for my account over there. And I didn't want to do just pure Irish goodbye, like boom, you're out, you're not there, SJ's gone, what happened? Well, part of why I wanted to make the video was just to kind of explain, I think my story about why I left X Twitter can be instructive because there's a real astrological tie-in that I think a lot of people may be feeling about, you know, our world and our social media environment and how it relates to Neptune in Pisces. The choices I think a lot of us may want to be making here over the next couple of years as all of this Piscean activation gets to Aries and we shift into Aries activation. And the difference between Pisces and Aries, it really is going to be, I think, electing and choosing more efficient outlets for passionate action. That's what Aries is. Aries is passion, fast moving, assertive, knowing the self, and making maneuvers. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is a planet of cutting. And so it's severance. And severance can be great. This is why I never understood people that say Mars has to be some kind of fear-mongering thing. You know, we cut fat for a reason. We get efficient in our lives and we use Mars to do that. Or separating wheat from chaff, right? You separate, which is another key word for Mars, to remove things that maybe are weighing you down a little bit. And that's just simply why I left. I mean, it wasn't any one event or one thing. I've been thinking about this for a while. The short of it, the long and short of it really is just the time. It was too much time for me there. You know, I built that platform over that 7-year period. I think it's 2017 when I opened that account. And it was fun. You know, there was different seasons and styles of astrology Twitter through the years. And you know, it was fun. There was a lot of cool stuff. Certainly amazing things that happened to my life while I was on that platform. Met so many people in astrology. I shared so many astrological ideas, connected with people that are very close friends of mine, colleagues, all of it, you name it. It's just there's a time for things to end and there's a season for things, and my life is changing. And you know, my account was big enough there. It wasn't huge, but it was big enough there that anytime I logged in, so if I posted something there, I would then log in and the replies to the post and then like DMs, I mean, it became hours every day actually managing that account. And yeah, I could have just ignored people or not managed the account, meaning the admin that goes with having an account like that. I just never wanted to. I always saw that account as sharing with the community and being involved in the larger astrological world and community. And it was, and that's what it was for. Shining in the darkest alley, can't you see you will be free? And this is where the Piscean comes in. I feel like with Saturn in Pisces now and Neptune in Pisces, we're going to be peaking here in terms of the effects of social media. Remember, Neptune comes into Pisces 2011, 2012. That's really when social media takes off in terms of its omnipresence in our world, in terms of its kind of dominance in our consciousness. And the phones are taking off at that time. I mean, the iPhone only comes out with eclipses in Pisces in 2007. It took a few years for the iPhone and Android and all of the smartphones to basically take over the world and society. And so by 2012 is the time I mark when we're pretty much all locked into these phones, and then all of the social media platforms, of course, continue to take off. So that said, Neptune will leave Pisces in 2025 and in 2026. And so we're ending a whole era. And Neptune is often a planet of consciousness, of where we place our consciousnesses. And so just to say, for me, that's kind of what this is. It's like, here we are in an Aries eclipse season. There's a bunch of placements and planets coming to Aries. So this decision for me was made over the course of a few weeks and really a few months that have been building to this. But you know, a lot of things are in Aries in our current transiting sky. We'll have a solar eclipse there soon. On 8 April, Venus will enter Aries on, I believe, 5 April. Mars will enter Aries at the end of April. And so I think this is certainly with transits and mapping transits as triggers, these transits local in time here in 2024, spring, are triggering Aries in a powerful way, in a way that front runs the Neptune in Aries moments of 2025 and then the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries in 2026. And so I just felt it. I mean, I went back and forth and I was just like, no, it's done, I'm done. You know, and I'm moving into a new phase of my creative life and of my astrological creativity. This channel is going to take on a lot more of a priority just because I have more time and energy. I mean, I was looking at my phone, it tells me what apps I was using. I was on Twitter. I don't even want to share the amount of time I spend on that app. And it's just time for me to get some of that efficient, forceful, passionate movement ahead, you know, in my personal life and my professional life, that will include a lot more video content. You know, I'll be making videos here. I'm looking forward to just being and sharing as much as I can. You know, there's a lot of important astrology over the next year and 2 years, 3 years. I mean, it's kind of the most important time, maybe maybe I've ever lived through in a way, because all of these outer planets are changing signs from where we are now. Pluto still hasn't completed its sign change into Aquarius. That happens in November this year. And then Neptune will gradually change signs and be in Aries for good by 2026. And Uranus will gradually change signs and be in Gemini by 2026. And so this is going to transform our world and our reality in ways that we can't even contemplate. I don't even know how deep it will go. Like, we're all along for a movie, and like, I don't even know what's going to happen to the plot. It's like going to a movie and we have guesses and we have a sense, but we really don't know. I mean, there's so much that could happen that's unknown and unseen. And I just don't want to spend my hours sitting on Twitter. It's as simple as that. I want to spend my hours doing more efficient creativity. All of this stuff I'm working on, films on YouTube. So that's the short of it, you know, and I just wish everybody on Twitter who's staying there that are astrologers, I just wish you all the best. And if that's how you want to have your community and be with other astrologers on that app, you know, I understand there's a lot of good stuff about it. And so I just bid you adieu. You can find me here, find me posting videos often as I can. And, you know, I wish everybody, again, a wonderful eclipse season. Cardinal eclipses see faded beginnings, faded endings. And I didn't even want to do this. It just happened. I was like, nope, this is happening right now. And I had planned it over a course of a couple of weeks, thinking about it, really considering it. And I was like, this is the moment, this is the time. And sometimes that's with eclipses. We can try to control reality, we can try to manage reality, but really when things are right and when they're supposed to happen, we just know and we do and we act. And that's part of my eclipse story, is some new beginnings and some removals from my life, and additions as well. So my final message here would be thinking about your own social media, because Neptune can be media, Pisces can be media. And as Neptune is leaving Pisces over this next year, and as planets leave Pisces and go to Aries, namely Saturn and Neptune in 2025 and then in 2026, and as this local Aries activation here in 2024 is happening, you may want to consider your own media diet and your own relationship to the technologies that take your attention, the technologies of perception, you might say, because I think that's often so much about Neptune too. It's like, where are we putting our attention? You know, what grabs our attention and then keeps our attention? And life is a precious gift, you know, the hours are numbered. And I just want to, my precious attention, I want to try to deploy that in ways that are more aligned with, you know, my purpose here. So you may be having a similar moment in your own world. And so I just want to encourage you, you know, it's okay to start new things. That's what Aries is. That's what Mars is. Cutting and starting anew. And that's okay. That's the power of the benefic Mars, right? As Mars becomes a benefic, especially when it's in Aries, you get these abilities to excise and maneuver forward. So you may be doing that yourself in a way. That's it for this video. I'll talk to you really, really soon. Peace out to you. Take care. Bye-bye.